guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making another fall treat, and I figured since we are in this fall season, why not for the next 2 months do all fall recipes that you guys can try out as well. So starting off with today, I'm going to be making Chelsweets pumpkin cheesecake cookies. They're basically like a pumpkin snickerdoodle stuffed with cheesecake. So both those things are super yummy. I love pumpkin, I love cheesecake, so I'm really excited to try it out, and let's get started. Okay, so the first step is to mix together all of our dry ingredients. So remember to always use a sifter. So first we're going to add in our flour, which calls for 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So just sift that through your sifter. And then we're gonna add in our spices. So we have half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground ginger, and then 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. So I'm gonna pour that all in and then sift that as well. Once it's all sifted, you can move that over and then mix your flour and spices together. Now set this aside and we can get started on our wet ingredients. Okay, so we're going to cream together our butter and sugars. So for the butter, you're gonna want 1/2 cup, which is 1 stick of unsalted butter at room temperature. Okay, and then we have 1/4 cup of just plain white granulated sugar, and then 2/3 a cup of your brown sugar. Now we're gonna mix this on medium speed for about a minute until the butter and sugars are all incorporated and lighten in color. All right, after a minute, this is what it should look like. And then it is now ready to add in our pumpkin puree. Okay, so for our pumpkin puree, we have 1/3 of a cup. And we're just gonna scoop that into our butter and sugar mixture. And then we're gonna mix this again on medium speed for about a minute. Now with the mixer on low speed, we're going to add in our dry ingredients that we made earlier. And then once it's all combined, it'll be ready to scoop onto our baking sheet. Okay, so for the next step, it says to scoop your cookie dough onto a baking sheet with parchment paper, and then to set it in the fridge for about an hour. So we're just gonna scoop up here little balls, and I'm just using an ice cream scooper. Okay, so I got 8 cookies out of that cookie batter. It says you're supposed to get 12, so I'm guessing that my ice cream scooper is just a little bit bigger than the one that she has, but I like big cookies anyways, so we're gonna stick with the 8 that we have here. And then we're gonna put them in the fridge and let them set for about an hour. And while they're in the fridge, we can get started on our cheesecake mixture. All right, so for the cheesecake mixture, it's actually super simple. All it is 6 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature, 1/4 of a cup of just plain white granulated sugar, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And once you have that all in your mixer, you can go ahead and mix it on medium speed until it is nice and fluffy. Okay, so now for the cheesecake balls, I'm just gonna take my 1 tablespoon measurement and scoop out 8 tablespoons, 1 for each cookie. And I've just lined a plate with parchment paper, so we're gonna scoop it onto the plate. And then we're gonna end up putting these in the fridge until they are nice and firm. And then we'll be able to use them inside of the cookie. Okay, now that I have all of them on a plate, I'm actually gonna place them in the freezer, not the fridge, for 45 minutes. And then once they're nice and set, we can put them into our cookie dough. Okay, so it's been an hour and our cookie dough is nice and chilled. So what we're gonna do is flatten them out with our hands and then take the frozen dollop of our cheesecake that we made and put it in the center, and then just wrap it into a ball. Once it's all closed in there, we're gonna roll it into our sugar cinnamon mixture. So this is 1/3 cup of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. Once it's all rolled in the sugar, we're gonna put it back onto our baking sheet, and then just continue that with the rest of your cookies. All right, once you have them all ready on your baking sheet, we're gonna put them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 16 to 19 minutes. All right, I've just taken them out of the oven and they smell so amazing. So now time to do a little taste test. Oh, these look amazing. Wow. Definitely recommend making these. I usually don't like cookies. Like, it takes a lot for me to like a cookie, but cheesecake is one of my favorite desserts, so these cookies are freaking amazing. I give it a 10 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be linking the recipe down below in the description. And if you guys haven't yet, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time.